you guys, welcome back to NEMT Van Talks. I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Monica.
Did you guys attend our live webinar today?
I'm sure you did.
I hope you did, because we go in for you guys.
Yes.
So initially, we reached out to MediRoutes to see if they would provide our audience with a live demo of their software. Mm-hmm. And they were more than willing to help us out. They were like, sure. Which I thought was very impressive as a company to be willing to step in and help NEMT providers by just having the software and providing the knowledge and being willing to hop on the webinar with us.
And the experience that they have as well. Like, you know, it was so helpful to have people that have been in the industry for such a long time and have the knowledge and the experience that they shared. And not only that, they allow you guys to come and ask your questions in the chat.
That was amazing. So big shout out to MediRoutes. Thank you guys so much once again for allowing our audience to demo your software. But we're going to go ahead and give you guys a review. We're going to share our honest thoughts on that platform, on MediRoutes platform, and let's dive right in.
So what are some features that really stood out to you as a business owner that you feel like we could probably utilize in our business? I think we have everything, but just, you know.
Well, I can't say. We had the COO present to us. That was major, right? His name was David. And David was so humble when he talked about the different features and highlights of the software. One for me was the ability for the employees to clock in and out on the mobile application. So allowing the driver, because sometimes the drivers, they take their vehicles home. So to be able to have them, you know, clock in and out, you know, whether it be to start the day, to end the day, or even at lunchtime, I think that was awesome.
Well, and I think for me, I like the fact that they have the robot calling, meaning like you could schedule times to call the patients to remind them about their appointment, their trip, and they can get a text notification, they can get a call notification, they can get an email. Like, that could save your company so much money. So, you know, they can prevent you from having like no calls, no shows. So I think that was really amazing that they offer that feature, because honestly, I think that was an amazing feature. I really like that one.
I think that's important too, because we do get, you know, those no call, no shows, and just a text reminder. Like, if they could if we could send, as a company, send the text reminder a couple of days in advance or a day in advance, just to say, hey, you're on our schedule. Our driver will be there at this time to pick you up.
And it's also in real time too. They get real time notification, like if the driver is en route to pick you up, like they can get a notification of that as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. I think that's a great feature.
Another thing that I thought was interesting is the vehicle inspections.
Oh, yeah.
So before your driver takes the vehicle, they should be inspecting the vehicle to make sure that there isn't any like scratches, dents, that the tires are good, that there's fuel in the vehicle. So those are called the pre-inspections. And so on the driver app, they have it where your driver can just kind of check off like everything, like tires look good, no physical body damage on the vehicle, fuel is great. Like, I think that's awesome too, because a lot of businesses are still doing paper-based. So the fact that you're able to do your pre-inspections
electronically
using the app,
and I'm glad you mentioned that as well, because that was another feature that they store your data for up to 7 to 10 years. So all that information is stored, and as you know, as a business owner, there are times when you may have to go back to review your files to confirm you completed a trip, or for whatever and there's record keeping. Like, you are required to have those files on handy for a period of time when you are contracted with certain healthcare providers or brokers, or whatever the case may be, it is your responsibility to keep those records. So
yeah,
that is a
and I want to point out that MediRoutes has been around for quite some time. When we first started out in this industry, and I did share it on the webinar, but I want to share with you guys as well, because when we first started, MediRoutes was everywhere. They were like they were nationally known scheduling software for the NEMT industry. And so I do want to point that out to you guys, because I think that it's important that you see their longevity in the industry. And did you hear about like the amount of trips that they said? Like it was over 700,000. Like
yes.
Oh my God.
They are doing a lot.
Yeah,
they're doing a lot.
They are. Now a lot of people asked about pricing.
Pricing was a big one. Pricing, of course, people are gonna ask about pricing. Like
they should.
They want to know what's the cost, how much I'm spending. Is it gonna put a dent in my business? Like you want to know, and that, which is a great, valid question. You should always be asking about the startup costs, and to make sure it says, it's affordable. You want to make sure it's affordable for your business. So, what do you thought about the startup costs?
You know what? We did get a question where someone said, as a small startup with 2 vehicles, is this software for me? And we always tell you guys, you can absolutely start your business without a scheduling software if you have 1 or maybe 2 vehicles. But if your goal is to scale your business, right? Because we're all in this to scale. You want to get big. You will need to incorporate a scheduling software into your business. The good thing about MediRoutes is that they do charge a startup fee. And I think the startup fee was only about $250. And then they charge you per trip. So there isn't like a flat like monthly amount, like $300 a month or $400 a month. No, it's only 40 cents per trip, which is great. So that would be 40 trips per trip. 40 cents per trip. So 40 cents for the A leg and 40 cents for the B leg if you're doing like a round trip. But they do have a minimum. So the minimum is $100. So you have to at least be spending at least $100 a month for the platform, which I think is fair. But I like the ability to pay per trip, because it actually helps you grow.
Right. As you grow, they grow. So if you're not making a lot of money, they won't make a lot of money. So in a sense, that's ultimately what it means.
And I think that that's great, because they're gonna make sure that their systems are up to date, right? Because like Monica just said, as you grow, they grow. So they want you to grow. So, and
that's why one of the reasons why they are integrated with so many different brokers and things. Like they had a slide, right, where they show like the different brokers that they are integrated with, and he said that wasn't even all of them.
Wow.
So just imagine, like, they are networking with all the brokers to make sure that they can cover any and everything that you may need in that software. So that was good as well too.
Yeah, I think
so. Yeah, absolutely. I think the price point, I think, is a fair number. I think it's something that is affordable, especially if it's going to save you having, because the way he explained one of the different features, like it will replace a dispatcher for you.
Wow. You
got to watch that. Watch it. You got to watch that webinar. Like, I'm telling you, like, and I'm just like, what? It will replace a body? Like, that's saving you money alone. So you think about how much you would have to pay a dispatcher to control all of that for you versus having this software in place. So
I don't think we could ever really get rid of the human.
I'm just saying, he pointed it out. It's worth giving it a try.
I did hear him say that. Yeah, I did hear him say that. So you mean that I could replace my dispatcher? I could replace paying her hourly to pay only $100 a month for software? Okay, we might.
We on the same page. We thinking alike.
But another thing that I thought was really cool is you can customize your application. So you can add your company branding onto the software.
And if you know us, we have been asking that question on every single person we do a demo with. Like, that's one of Jasmine's favorite questions. Like, 'cause she well, I'm not gonna say she hates, she doesn't like seeing other people branding on anything that we are promoting. She's like, where's our brand? Why can't we put our own brand? And so that is one of the questions we always ask. Are we able to utilize our brand and put our brand on this app?
And then the customer can also see, like you said, they could see where the vehicle is in real time, which I think is great. Or like, let's just say you're working with a health plan, they can see where the client is in real time. Like, I think that's great.
So those two features alone, like,
but something I want to share with you guys. So when that question came up from that small business owner about is this software good for them? So David pointed out a really good point. So if you plan on working with a broker, they are mandated by the payers to like have an update about the client. Like, they want to make sure in real time that the client has been picked up and that they get from point A to point B. So most of the brokers will require you to have the scheduling software for your business anyway.
And I think he also mentioned that just comes along with the new rules and regulations that are constantly changing within this industry, and that is one of the new rules and regulations that they're requiring providers to have softwares now. So it is almost a requirement. You have to if you're going to work with a broker.
And I also brought up the fact that we have NEMT business owners of all ages, young and older.
Yep, you did.
And I wanted to make sure that, I know some of y'all not into the whole technology thing.
But that's true, because we do get that question, like, do we have to have a smartphone? Do we have to utilize an app? Those are questions that we do get all the time. People are a little leery about technology, you know. So that was a good question. I'm glad you did answer that.
And so, I have demoed the software, so I know that the software is user friendly. And believe it or not, a lot of the different scheduling platforms out there are user friendly. So you shouldn't have a problem navigating through the software. However, it is really cool because MediRoutes has a MediRoutes
Academy,
MediRoutes Academy, where you have access to that for a month. And then along with that, you have, of course, your normal tech support
training
on
the software, how to navigate it, how to use the different features. They have someone that will walk you through all of those steps. So if you need to train your employees, you can schedule that as well, where they can train them on the software.
But overall, I give them a 10 out of 10. I think they are one of the leading scheduling platforms out there. What do you think?
I agree. I think that the information he provided and shared was really helpful, and I think the features are well needed. So if you guys decide to try MediRoutes out and you do you sign up with them, let us know how it's working out for you too. Like, we will want to know, like, is it beneficial, do you think? Or if you're currently working with them, like, you may already have the software in place, and so you may be utilizing the features now.
Or if you're a existing business owner, or even a new business owner, what else are you looking for out of your scheduling software? What do you think that these different scheduling softwares could integrate within their systems to help us scale our transportation businesses? Like, definitely let us know. But I do want to point out, you guys, we are going to leave the link below. We are going to leave an affiliate link below for you to schedule your one-on-one demo with MediRoutes if you missed our live webinar today. So definitely click on the link in the description of this video, and go ahead and schedule that demo. Definitely check them out. I think it's definitely worthwhile.
It's worth it. It's worth it. We got y'all, so we gonna lead you down the wrong path. So check it out. We think you guys will really benefit from it.
Yes. All right, you guys. So we are also going to. Are we gonna put the recording of the webinar on our YouTube channel, Monica?
Most likely.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If we do, the link will be up here. Go ahead and check that video out. But other than that, thank you guys so much for all your support.
Yes.
And we're excited.
Bye. Next time.